Okay,
Okay.
awesome. Thanks, Jorge. So good morning, everyone. Again, my name is Marcelle Dreamosity. This is a website I literally started 13 years ago. I have so much SEO juice around this website because I've been blogging and producing content for years now. One of the things you'll find with business owners, the more advanced they are, the more valuable that website can become for them as a sales tool and as a marketing tool and as a place just to get their ideas out in the marketplace. So with that, I'm going to start with this page because I'm going to end with this page, but Christmas is coming. I do have a couple affordable options, $10, $20, and $47 books that are available for people who want to grow in their social media skills. The book I wrote in 2018 is called Financial Joy. It's looking at a sales cycle through the lens of data, art, and creativity. But so much of financial joy to me is knowing how to sell and leverage your communities online where you can actually not just serve them, but support them, educate them, and eventually sell to them, right? And we all know about social media. You can't just get online and be like, buy my stuff, right? You've got to work your way through it. This is just a project I'm working on, this slideshow here. I'm going to actually build a sales page for each of these 7 foundational factors, and my assistant and I are kind of working on some colors. But this is an old diagram that one of my business coach clients really taught me, the 7 elements of a foundational business. So I'm going to run through those real quick. But I want to show you specifically how they tie to business, right? So financial management, people think often, how does that affect social media? Well, Facebook, people are making sales on Facebook, right? How do they send the invoice? How do they send the proposal? They're learning things on YouTube. They're finding investors. They're getting clients. They're getting referrals. They're using QuickBooks, which then has, a referral component. So each of these methods, product development, people are often like, well, what should I sell, right? So depending on your industry, you can develop new programs. And often that comes from people who are, I don't know, complaining on social media. Maybe you're like, hey, I could solve that problem by creating an event or a workshop or a retreat or a seminar. And so whatever your guys' main products are, you can be finding ideas for new solutions from what people are talking about on social media. Leadership, this is huge for business because if you don't have a vision of where you're going, people never get there. And while I'm not a leadership coach specifically, social media connects to the why of our business. Why do we do what we do? How do we get that out to the marketplace? And so whether you're doing that on video, people are taking photos with you because they love who you are in business. They leave your office and they're so confident with what you're doing. How do you get people talking about you, right? That's how I look at it from the social media perspective. But as a visionary for your business, you can create experiences that are more talk aboutable, and that takes some leadership skills. Customer service and delivery, this definitely touches social media because in those messenger, in chat, in email, there are often people asking questions, wanting feedback, needing more information. And so I often become a customer service rep for my clients because whether it's Pinterest or Facebook or Instagram, there's ways we can improve that customer policy, the social media policy. How do we create the team to have a uniform and inviting approach and kind of vibe with social media? So if you know anybody that's struggling with this right now, I can actually help them quite a bit with how do they use social media to increase their customer service. Sales, I started business. I knew nothing about sales. I had to learn real quick. Often with all of my clients, they have to now know, how do they book the appointment? How do they get people to pay them, whether that's $10,000 or $250 or whatever that number is? How do they actually conduct sales? Social media can connect to that as well. And especially with online selling. So video, sales funnels, copywriting, these are all things that Dreamosity helps our clients with. And so whether it's on YouTube or Pinterest, Instagram or Facebook, there are ways to sell more from your website and even just booking one-to-one appointments. So if you know anybody who's struggling with sales, that's also a great referral. Now, I do consider Dreamosity a marketing agency. That is our primary service, is social media marketing services, but we also do other things. I'm not afraid to help people connect to a billboard or a car wrap or, print design, because marketing is not just digital. It's also the other ways, we walk into an office and help them. And so social media connects to all these things between advertising, that cover photo, which is like the virtual billboard, or like the front display of a company. So if you know people struggling with marketing, those are my favorite because that's my jam. And then also operations and admin. People think, well, I don't have a marketing problem, I have an operations problem. That's often the case. And the bigger you get in business, you guys, you're going to have an operations problem at some point. You're going to have days where you're like, oh, shoot, that totally didn't work. Right. And I have a ton of solutions on how to streamline, make things more efficient, make them more easy for team members to understand, even, right? Having the right checklists around videos. How do we properly apply that logo into other print materials if you don't have a full-time graphic designer? How do you keep all those ideas in your head organized, right? If you ever see somebody this week on Zoom and they've got 5,000 emails in their inbox, I can help them, right? I have a connection with a gal who's got a great program who can help them with that. But that becomes a social media problem, because if they're on overwhelm, they can't run a successful business very well. And so these 7 things connect to all of our businesses, whether you're a first-time sales agent, an insurance company, or at a bank. But to run a successful business, we need these 7 things each, not necessarily each day, but each month. We may have a different focus to solve the different problems. So while Dreamosity is about social media, it's really about those business foundation elements so you can build a great successful business. But if you've got bad financial management, or you've got weak leadership, those are other things that I can assist with, because my network is full of gurus and coaches and specialists that if I'm not the perfect fit, I will introduce you to those people, so then we can get back to the marketing conversation. And with that, it's almost holiday season, and I want to shout out my shop page here. I actually sold a financial joy the other night while I was sleeping, which is one of my dreams, right? Make money while I sleep. And while it's only $20, that's $20. And I'm very grateful for those sales. So as you're thinking about your clients or friends, or maybe a spouse, and they want to warm up to their social media skills, or they might have an interest in data art, these first 2 books are actually ready. This one's coming soon. You can see I've got to finish it. But these 2 for $47 and $20, it's a great offer for, stocking stuff or a virtual gift. They are PDFs, so it would come via email. But these are great if somebody's in business and if they're not totally winning right now. These would be great solutions. And again, you can bounce over here to dreamosity.com anytime. I have a ton of resources more about who I am, social media services. You can bump over here to see ongoing management. But I want you guys to be comfortable going to this site and telling a friend or family member, go check out what Marcelle is doing. She's doing great things. And then I've got a blog and some other stuff. But I'm almost out of time. So with that, do we have any questions for Miss Marcelle, whose nickname is Hallmark, and she loves to cheer her clients on?